Hi friends, so welcome to the channel LinWin Sharmaji. Today we will be installing Windows 10 in VirtualBox. So let's go to it quickly. How we can install Windows 10 in the VirtualBox. It is very simple, just few clicks, mouse clicks, and here you go. So I have already installed this Oracle VM VirtualBox in my machine. You can download it and install it. It is free to use for personal purpose. So I am running this VirtualBox now. So here we have a new option. We will click on it. Then we can give it a name. What do you want to keep? Whatever you want to keep, you can keep it. Then here you can select the location where you want to save this, install this Windows 10. Okay, it will be creating a file on your hard disk. It will not be directly installing into your hard disk. So you can choose any location which have at least 30 GB of free space. Okay, now I have selected this location, and then what type of the operating system you want to install, you can choose here. By default it has already selected Microsoft Windows because I have kept the name as Windows 10. Here you can select the version. If you are installing 32-bit of the Windows, you can install it here. If you want to install 64-bit, then you can select 64-bit. Okay, then here we have one expert mode, and this one is guide mode. It is very easy to use. So first we will go through the next time we will learn what is expert mode, what are the options available in the expert mode. Okay, so here we have to choose the amount of RAM which we want to give it to our Windows 10 operating system. So for 64-bit of Windows, you need at least 2 GB of the RAM. So that's why it has already selected 2 GB of RAM. But because my system has more RAM, more available RAM than this, then I will be choosing a higher amount so that my virtual machine will run smoothly. Okay, so I have created approximately near about 3 GB. Then we will go next. Now we need to create a virtual hard disk. It is basically a file will which will be created in your hard disk, just like any other files like music files, video files. Okay, so we will be creating the virtual hard disk now, and then it is recommending that 50 GB is necessary to create this hard disk. But as we know, Windows 10 fresh installation will take only about 25 GB of space, and because this is a tutorial video, so I will not be creating that much large hard disk right now. Okay, you can give any amount you want. If you are just trying out the Windows, you can keep it to minimal like 25 GB. If you want to use it for other purpose, you can also create large sizes. Okay, so we will go with create. Now we have three another options. First one is VDI, another is VSD, and last one is VMDK. But we will go with VDI because it will be creating a file, a simple file in on your hard disk. VSD is similar, but it will be using a hard disk partition. Okay. Rather than creating a file, you can, if you have a spare hard disk partition, you can use that one. So here we will be choosing VDI, then next, then dynamically allocated. That means all the space will not be allocated. Okay, suppose you are creating 50 GB of VDI file, so it will not take 50 GB on your hard disk right away. As you will be installing the Windows, then its size will keep increasing. Okay, and but the maximum limit will be whatever you will decide in the next step. Okay, and if you choose the fixed size, it will be creating a very large file of 50 GB on your hard disk, which will take a lot of time to create depending on your system configurations. Let's go with the dynamically allocated because it is a tutorial video. So here we have this path. It has automatically selected this path. You can choose anything you want wherever you want to install. Here you can select the size, how much size you want to give this to VDI. Okay, let's go with the 25 GB of space, and now we will hit create. It might take a minute. Okay, so it got up. Now we need to supply a Windows installation DVD drive to this. You can also supply any ISO image which you have downloaded from the Microsoft website here. So to do this, we will go to first settings. Okay, so here we will go to storage, and you can see there is a DVD slot but it is empty. So here we will select our installation file from where we will be installing Windows 10. So I am choosing a disk file, then I am going to location where I have stored my Windows 10 ISO image. Okay, I have downloaded it from Microsoft website. If you want to know how to download, where to download this Windows 10 image, then I will be putting a link in the description section below this video. Okay, selecting this image, and we are good to go. Okay, so I have attached this optical drive as optical drive, this ISO image, and this one is my hard disk. Okay, so let's start this virtual machine. When it will start, it will ask to press any key to boot from CD or DVD. Okay, so we will be pressing any key. I will be pressing the enter button. Again it is asking for a startup disk. So we have already attached our Windows installation media here, so we will be selecting this one. These are the options which are available, which are the CD drives available on your system. Okay, I have two CD drives in my system, in my laptop. That's why it is showing these two options. Along with this, it is also showing this Windows media. So I will be selecting this Windows media and hit start. I will be maximizing this one. Let's give it a moment. It will be starting. Okay, so it has loaded the Windows and it is started. As of now, you can see that this screen is very small. It is not full screen. To get the full screen for Windows 10, we need to install the host interface for the VirtualBox. We will be doing that after the Windows installation will get completed. Okay, let's close this pop-up. Here you can select the language, which language you want to install. Then you can select the time and currency format in whatever state you are, and you can also select what type of keyboard you have. If you have any other country keyboard, you can select these and then hit next. Okay, we will be choosing install now. Okay, so it is starting. Total installation time will depend on what are your system configuration, how much you have allocated RAM to this virtual machine, and what is the speed of your hard disk, or if you have an SSD, it will be very fast. Okay, first step is it is asking for a product key. If you have bought the Windows from Microsoft or any other e-commerce retailer or physical store, then you need to enter this key. It will automatically select the version of the Windows for whose key you have entered here. But because Windows 10 can also be activated from your email ID, Microsoft account, with which you have already upgraded your earlier version with from Windows 7 or Windows 8 to Windows 10. So I will be activating this Windows version from my Microsoft account. So I will be selecting I do not have a product key. Next, which Windows version you want to install. Because I have not entered any product key, so I will be choosing manually what type of license I have. So I have license for Windows 10 Pro. I will be selecting this one and click next. Then here is a license agreement. You can go and read through this one. For now I am just selecting the I agree and click on next. Here we will choose the custom install. Okay, so this is the virtual hard disk which we have created of 25 GB. It is showing the same. We will click on the new. It is the same size for which this hard disk is. We will click on apply. So Windows will create some other partition. One is boot partition and one is main partition where the Windows will be installed. Okay, so Windows has created two partition. We will be choosing the second partition, which is large and not system reserved. Okay, and type is primary. Okay, we have selected this one and click on next. Okay, so Windows installation has started. It will take some time. It will be completing each step. So let's wait. After installing all these things, it will ask to restart the system. Now it is loading the Windows 10 which we just got installed. Okay friends, after starting ready it has rebooted again. So now I think we should see the user configurations. Let it boot. It is asking for a region where, because I am from India, I will be choosing this one. You can select your region. Okay, then we will be clicking yes. It is asking again what is your keyboard layout. Okay, so I will be choosing English India. You can choose your keyboard layout. Then click on yes. If you have any other language support in your keyboard, you can add this here as well by clicking on add layout. Right now I do not have this one, so I will be skipping this. So it is asking now that how would you like to use this window. So as of now you will be selecting this personal use. Then click on next. Okay, so right now here you can give your Microsoft account email ID and you can link this your Windows with the Microsoft account. But because we are installing as a tutorial account, so I will be choosing this offline account. So here again it is asking for the sign in, but we will skip this by choosing this limited experience. Okay, here we will be giving a name to our account. As of now I will be putting LinWin here. Click on next. You can choose a password or you can also skip this step by clicking on next. You can go through these options and select as you desire, then I will be clicking the accept button. Okay, now Microsoft has introduced one another feature. You can sync the settings between your devices. If you have Microsoft attached devices like any Surface or an laptop or a desktop, you can switch your activities with each other. You can switch your apps with each other. So as of now we do not need this thing, so I will be clicking no. Okay, if you want the Cortana, you can click accept. I do not want this, so I will be clicking not now. So if you are facing any issues during this installation, if you do not understand any part, then just let me know. Put your comment here below this video and I will make sure that I will solve your issue. Okay, thank you. Share this with your friends. Like, subscribe, visit again. Bye bye.